Well, hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy, and back with some more King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. So, Omnium Gatherum. I I had told myself this was the next album I was gonna do, and then after reading the comments, I'm getting a lot. Uh, People are definitely wanting me to get to the microtonal albums, which I plan on doing. Like I said before, I plan on getting to as much King Gizzard as I can. Uh, and then I had a few for Infest the Rat's Nest again, and I mean they just have so much in their discography. So trust me, to everybody that's recommending everything and the albums and all this stuff, I promise you, I am planning on getting to it. It does take me a little bit of time though, because my YouTube channel is just a really big hobby that I have. I still have to do the normal life and work the 40 hours and then try to get my own band stuff lined up, and it's a process and everything. But I decided to go ahead and continue on forward with Omnium Gatherum. However the fuck you say this album. It's a fucking name and a half. But it looks like we have come on to the Dripping Tap, which the Dripping Tap is a song that a lot of people have put in their top. So I was looking for a really cool, or I was looking for the Dripping Tap, see what versions they had. I saw that they have another Red Rocks version of this song. It does seem like it's a few minutes shy of the studio version. So y'all will have to let me know in the comments uh, what's the difference and everything. I mean, I'm going to listen to the studio version, period. So either way, uh, let's dive on into the Dripping Tap.
Okie dokie, this one goes out to Bill, Cow's dad, best plumber in the world.
What'd he say? Best plumber in the world? Okay, so a little bit more of a chill vibe of a song. I hate the fact that Ambrose to me has a very awesome voice, very unique voice, and I think this voice filter is kind of hiding that a little bit. What kind of sunglasses was that, Stu? I swear. Okay, here we go. Yeah. That shit is so funny to me. Like, part of me wants to be like, yo, man, fucking do a cool lead lick solo thing. But another part of me is like, I get it. You're just fucking as much music as y'all do, as much stuff that goes on and about within this band. I guarantee sometimes it's nice to be like, fuck it, ride the wave, use the energy, and let's just do some crazy dissonant shit. Like, I'm curious. I'm curious to see because me coming becoming a fan of this band from Petro Dragonic and the lead work and everything that's done in that album. I'm curious to see where they go after that album. Basically, right now I'm taking a step into the past and looking at what built them up to Petro. So it's just it's funny to see this shit. But I think part of it's also the face and the sunglasses. Fuck yeah, y'all motherfuckers are having such a good time. Oh man, one day I would love to be able to do this. Fuck yeah, that harmonica. Fucking, I know I've mentioned it plenty of times, but the harmonica. I think there's certain music, certain things that go on that I will always have a love for just because, like, me and my dad are so tight, and music is a big thing for both of us. I think it's a little bit bigger for me. I took it. My dad had the toe in the water, and then I just dived on in. But still, there will be always elements that I hear that just makes me step back to those moments in my youth where me and dad were just vibing and just chilling and listening to music and just such a happy place. And there's something about a harmonica that will always take me back to that. Even though, like, I could not tell you one song that me and my father listened to together that really featured a harmonica like King Gizzard has. But still, it's that bluesy tone, rocky jam thing. I don't know any other. I don't know any other way to describe it. So it's like every time I hear that, man, I'm always gonna just be filled with emotions and shit like that. I'm not a robot, man. I got emotions. But I don't know. It's like I had a guy I was working yesterday and my actual boss man. Real awesome dude. He's music he likes music, but he's not musically inclined. And we were all I'm still on the discussion of whether or not songs should have a time limit, which to me I don't think so. Like I like the longer songs. I'm still in that debate with the RTs and a few other people. And the my boss man put it a good way, just because of the way he listens to music. He's like, he told me flat out, he's like, yo, he's like, to me, 5 minutes. He's like, a song really shouldn't be no longer than 5 minutes for me. But he was like, the way you listen to music and the way I listen to music is totally different. He's like, you dive way into it. You understand a lot of things more than me. Me, I hear it and I'm like, is it good or is it not? Why the fuck is my camera coming out of focus? There we go. Maybe it fixes itself. But so far I hear this, I'm like, oh, I guess the starting of my rant just now, I hear this and it's like, man, I can't wait till the next time I get to chill with my father and be like, yo, this is the band I've been checking out. See, let me see what your thoughts are. What the fuck are they saying? Left the tap on? I left the tap on! Fucking King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard and the goddamn Wet Bandits, man. Is that. What the hell are they saying? Left the tap on. It's gotta be left the tap on. I left the tap on! Oh, yeah, okay. Is that the end? fucking awesome. I don't know why the drifting tap has me in my feels so bad, but this right here just it just makes me. It reminds me of why I really got or I started getting into music. Just the vibe and the feel. Like even though they're not being technical savvy, they're still. I mean, yeah, they are, but they're not. It's just such a great blend of like we fucking love music and we're jamming, but we're also putting thought into it. We're also shaping a journey, and I don't know how to explain it. It's the perfect blend of being a jam song and like you can tell that they worked on, if that makes sense. Like I know there's a lot of jam bands out there, and I can honestly tell y'all that off the top of my head, there's not many jam bands that I've ever really truly digged. Like yeah, I mean y'all, if y'all have seen previous reactions, y'all have heard that I'm not the biggest Grateful Dead fan, and to me that's because that band like noodles and meanders and it's so jammy and it's like I don't know. Maybe it's because Grateful Dead. Everything I've heard of Grateful Dead has been so happy sounding, and I just don't give a shit for that. Uh, and then most of what I've dived into for King Gizzard has been more of the minor key, darker stuff, jam stuff. And then there and again, at the time when I listened to Grateful Dead, my musical taste probably wasn't as varied as it is now at my age. So maybe I should go back, give Grateful Dead a chance. I don't really want to at the moment. That's terrible. That's terrible to say. But like I don't know. I'm bad. I could say probably one of my biggest cons of me musically is once I find a band that scratches a particular musical itch for me, it's hard for me to dive into other acts that sound too similar to them, if that makes sense. And King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard forever will be my jam band now. If I want to put on an album and like, yo, you just want to hear people fucking jam and put some soul and heart into their shit, here we go. Here's a King Giz record. But like fucking damn, flying around my room. As I'm watching this, I'm like, God damn, dude, I just want to fucking jam. Like part of it right now is new time schedules with my band members, and so we actually haven't all been in a room in a few weeks, and it's killing me because we just did that tour, and now we hadn't even actually hung out and seen one another in a minute. And I'm listening to this right now, and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could just call the boys up and get together and jam. And that's an awesome, to me, that's awesome. Anything that makes me go back to like some of the happiest musical uh, outings I've ever had. Thank you. Fucking thank you for that. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Bros and the synth stuff. I'm telling you, when I first started playing music with other people, this is what it was like. It's taking me back, brother. This is taking me back, man. Because I was fortunate enough to meet people locally, and their father has this whole basement full of equipment, full of stuff. He's a big music nerd, and so he would just let us come in there, and for like 3 hours, dude, we just this would be the vibe, just jam around. Hell, me and a couple other guys, we used to have this one song that was called the March song. It was like 10 minutes long, and this is prior to me really having any guitar chops. So I remember it's in drop D, and it was like open first fret, third fret, and then like little noodlings, and the drummer would do this tom thing to build it up, and my brother was the one doing the vocals, and I mean it was pure what you were feeling at that moment in day and time, because when we would play that song, we called it the march song because overall it always had like a marching beat to it, but every time we played it, it was like kind of what you were feeling. Just letting like the emotions of life fuel what you were saying and what I was playing and what the drummer was doing and all that. And I feel like that's what this is. Like when this was first initially created, which I'm still fascinated by the way King Giz does that. If the comments, what y'all were saying in the comments, is really how they go about it, and it's just hey, let's jam for an hour, and then we'll pick out what we like, put together. That is such a fascinating way for me. I would never. Hell, man, I haven't wrote like that since I was young. Since I was younger. I mean, and I speak from experience of how I write now, which is very, very technical. It's very like if this riff is doing this, and then we go to the next spot, like it's fucking cool. It makes me like want to open my mind and write totally different ways again, if that makes sense. Like joining the band I'm in now, the Cardinal Endeavor. It's a progressive instrumental band. Before I joined, or before I formed it with the other guys, I don't know why I always say join, but before me and the other two guys really formed it, like I guess I didn't write the way I write now. And then working with them, and that's a whole nother, writing that way is a whole nother feeling, because that way you really make sure your chops are just fucking like you're I don't know how to explain it. Like if I hadn't formed the band with the other guys, my guitar chops probably would not be as good as they are, if that makes sense. Like it's because I started working with two technical guys that are way more talented, and way more talented than me, that I was like, okay, I got to step my shit up. But now I'm listening to King Giz, and I'm like, damn, man, I wouldn't mind putting a foot back in the old school way of writing as well, which is just fucking jamming. All right, I've ranted too long. Does Cookie ever get any lead work?
Slip on the trip.
All right. Does King Giz have that on a t-shirt? Drip, drip from the top, don't slip. Don't slip on the drip, don't red, don't red. Tell me that's got to be some of their merch. That has to be some of their fucking merch, man. And there's into it. Okay. There we go. Not gonna lie, guys, I was ready for drip drip on the top, don't slip, to fucking slip on past, man, because goddamn. Get to the next verse, brother. Hell yeah. Yeah. That is a fucking jam and a half right there.
Thanks.
Yeah. I enjoyed the fuck out of that. I do think the drip drip don't slip thing is held out a little long, but still. Oh shit. Fucking awesome. Like I said, right here, an argument I have to make for longer songs is because I just feel like I just went on a roller coaster. Like 1 minute I'm thinking about being real young and first listening to blues music with my dad, and then the next minute it made me think about when I first picked up a guitar and really started actually playing with other people. Because I mean, I don't know if any other guitarists are watching this, and especially if you're in your early days of picking up guitar, I can tell you this: there's a whole new world when you actually start playing with other musicians, especially when you start playing with musicians that you click with, if that makes sense. Because there has been other guitarists I've played with that for some odd reason there was nothing we could do to make our styles coexist in the same sound spectrum. But then there's been other musicians I got with that the minute the first note played together, it's like, okay, we know what's up. And it will, it's like I'm saying, if you just now started playing guitar and are wanting to know what's the next level, to me, once you get to where you can hold rhythm down and you can change through your chord progressions, and I don't know how a lot of guitarists go about doing it. I know how I started was School of Rock came out. I was like, you know what, I want to do that, and mom got me a guitar, set me up with guitar lessons with a guy she knew. I took lessons with him for about 6 to 8 months. I would do 30 minutes a week every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, I would do 30 minutes with this dude for, I want to say, about 6 or 7 months. And it was nothing but learning a new chord and a couple cover songs. Like, that's what's funny is how bad I am about covering songs now. My first 6 months was nothing but playing other bands' music and playing ACDC. I was such a big ACDC fan. I think part of that's the reason why I will fucking forever love an SG. But then after that, after my first year basically of playing, I started actually playing with other musicians, and that was like, it's like holy shit! Like it was mind blowing. And this song, I don't know why this song just makes me go back into those memory banks and think about all that kind of stuff. I think part of it's also the live setting here at the Red Rocks. That looks like such a fucking awesome venue. That looks like a fantastic venue. And I don't know. I don't know. I would give the dripping tap. I want to say at least 9 out of 10 horns. Part of it to me is a little the I don't know how to explain it. If I gave it a rating on emotions, it's more than 10 because that just was a roller coaster. But technical wise and everything, I think they hold that drip and tap section out a while. I hope they have that as a merch. That's got to be on a t-shirt. Drip drip, don't slip on the drip. Even though I heard it a million times just now, I cannot think of what the actual line is. Hellfire. Uh, but yeah, I feel. I hope people stick around for this one. I know. I just now looked at the time. I did kind of rant a little bit in it, but there and again, I just go off the top of my head and say what stuff makes me feel like, and what I think of it and everything. If this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Uh, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments and everything. If you have a song suggestion that's not King Gizzard, because like I said at the start of this, the goal is to get to King Gizzard's their full discography. Uh, but if you swing over to my community tab, you'll have to scroll down a hair. Maybe I need to make another post, but you'll see that I have a picture of the Metalhead Envies logo up, and leave your song suggestions there. It's still round 3 at the moment. I'm a little over halfway through that list at this moment of the recording of this. But yeah, I can't think of nothing else to say. So stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.